Thanks for watching TMC's Roadshow from San Jose, California in 2012. My name is Rich Tehrani. On our program is Lee Gopadze. He's the president and CEO of Proxim Wireless. Lee, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Likewise, we're thrilled to have you again. I was hoping we can start off by talking about some of the things that have taken place since the last time we met here.
Absolutely. Maybe you'll remember as the last time we met, we had introduced a new line of products, our 8100 series, and they're doing great in the marketplace. I think we've spent the last year pretty much looking to penetrate our key market segments with that new product line. Our key market segments are video surveillance, intelligent transportation systems, the government, both federal, state, and local, and then backhaul for our carrier partners around the world.
Now, how did you choose those segments, and why are those maybe the best for your company?
They're best for us for a couple of reasons. When I look at the positioning for our company overall, we're a manufacturer of mission-critical digital radio outdoor network radios. And so each one of those market segments has a need for those kinds of products. We focused particularly on video surveillance because video surveillance traffic is growing just by leaps and bounds this year. Some statistics regarding that would be that video traffic now represents about 50% of all internet traffic that flows here in North America, and a similarly high percentage in other markets as well. We also think that video surveillance is an area where we can be one of the top 3 competitors within the marketplace because wireless, number 1, is a great medium for video surveillance transport, and number 2, Proxim has some real advantages in terms of how we provide radio transport for video surveillance.
So is video the highest growth up? Which other segments have high growth opportunities for you and you see as good market segments?
You know, for us, I think the second highest growth is the intelligent transportation systems. As traffic grows around the world, not only in Europe and the developed countries of Western Europe, but in places like China, where automobile traffic is growing by leaps and bounds, India, where again traffic is growing by leaps and bounds. There's the need to not only understand traffic patterns, but to be able to control traffic intersections, and it turns out that wireless is a great way to provide surveillance of those intersections and management and control of those traffic intersections as well.
So some of the segments that you talk about, like transportation, is obviously a market for wireless because you're mobile, but some like video, you may or may not be wireless. I'm curious, why is wireless a strong technology for these segments?
Good question. I think it comes down to a couple of 3 things. First of all, as you're looking at video surveillance, what you want to do is cover as large an area as you can with as few cameras as possible in order to make sure that the cost is reasonable. So you're trying to locate instead of maybe on a building, somewhere out in the parking lot where you can cover the entrance to a building as well as what's happening in the parking lot. Or if you're a municipality or a government location, you're looking to cover wide areas of pedestrian traffic around your buildings. Wireless is cheaper to install than a wired solution is because you don't have to run cable to each one of the locations. You can have one transmit site and a number of receive sites, all of which communicate with one another and are capable of providing high-definition video back to wherever the monitoring site would be. Speed of install is another one, so cost, speed, the capacity of wireless systems has just grown dramatically within the short period of the last 2 years, and so that's another advantage. You're not having to change out a wired system for a higher capacity wired system. You have a radio that will carry a lot of traffic.
So Lee, for potential customers watching, they're probably wondering how you differentiate from other vendors in the market if they're planning to purchase from you. So could you give us a rundown of how you, I guess, differentiate in the market?
Sure, be more than glad to. I think it comes down to probably 2 or 3 things. Number 1, the enclosures that we use on our radios are set up for very harsh conditions, harsh environments. We sell our radio systems and the video surveillance that goes on with them in places such as Siberia, the hot sands of Saudi Arabia, and the monsoons of India. And so our enclosures are...
Is it the same enclosure, just out of curiosity, or do you have them optimized for cold, hot, and...
No, it actually is the same enclosure. Okay. We have some unique technology inside of those enclosures that's called a light pipe. And what it actually does is, when things are cold, it redistributes the heat from the components in the enclosure to all areas of the enclosure, so it maintains a constant temperature. In the case of when it's very, very warm, it redistributes the heat away from particular hot spots, and so again, it maintains a constant temperature location. So our enclosures are very much suited to outdoor networks. And the second thing is that the enclosures are set up for very long lives, anywhere between 5 and 10 years, so that they don't have to be replaced, as a plastic enclosure might have to be replaced. The next area is technology, and it's something called WARP, Wireless Outdoor Router Protocol. We build our products using a standard 802.11n chipset. But what we do is embed on top of that our own proprietary software. And so, you know, people say, well, what's it like? And I think the best way to describe it is, if you were to think of WiMAX, which is a standard that's out there, this is a proprietary version of the capabilities that WiMAX has. So we take a standard 300 megabit data rate chipset, and we make it perform at least 200 megabits. In cases if you're using just standard 802.11, you may get 50 to 100 megabits. So the enclosures, the technology itself, and then we do things with the radios, such as provide a power over Ethernet outbound port, so you can hook up the camera, the high definition camera, directly to our radio with power over Ethernet, so you don't have to ring or run another cable, another power cable up to wherever you're going. So all of those go into the solution that we have that has become really well accepted by the video surveillance community.
That's great. Well, thanks for being here today. This was great.
No problem at all. Thank you very much. Take care and have a good day.